So here's my review of the new Steven Soderbergh film starring Matt Damon, the girl out of Two and a Half Men, and the guy out of Quantum Leap. And it's about when Matt Damon, he's a CEO, he's the vice president, I think, of a company who traffics in like corn. He makes all the food. You learn that all the food in the world basically has something to do with his company ADM, and there's been elements of price fixing and messiness with viruses in the lysine business for some reason. And you find out near the end and generally through the middle that while he's been trying to stop this with the FBI, that there's a hidden secret, shall we say. And this is a spoiler-free review because it is a very complicated film, and no matter how much I tell you about the story, you won't get it, so I'm just not really going to talk about the story because I really can't. It's a really confusing film to really get into for that fact. But I really enjoyed Informant. I thought it was a great film. Great Steven Soderbergh comedy, which is his type of style. I really like Steven Soderbergh. He's given us some great films this year alone. We've had Che, Part 1 and Part 2. We've had The Informant now, and we have The Girlfriend Experience. That's 4 films in 1 year. I say that's triumphant filmmaking, to be honest. That's really good. The things about the film that I liked, and then we'll go into the things I did not like. Okay, so the things I really liked about this is probably one of Matt Damon's best performances. I really give him high praise for this. He was perfect for the role. He had to put on a lot of weight for this, and it shows you your dedication to the role, I guess. And the film, his character through the film is so funny in some parts. It's the fact that he doesn't really take anything seriously, and it's all very silly. That's what makes the film so, I guess, likeable. Yeah, I guess so. It's the silly atmosphere, and the fact that the film is essentially a love letter to the 70s. If you actually look really closely and listen carefully, listen to the music, look at the actor from Quantum Leap, and look at the way the film's been sold to you, it looks like some of the retro clothes from the 70s. It's got the letters from like the old cop shows of the 70s, and I guess it's a big love letter to the 70s for Steven Soderbergh, and I thought it was really good. But there are some problems with all Steven Soderbergh films. I don't know what his fascination with natural light is. I know I've got natural light, but I have to do my reviews in the morning now because light at night is non-existent. But he's got a fascination with natural light for some reason, and it kind of ruins parts of the films. Sometimes it's far too light for you to actually look at it, and it seems like, could this be more cinematic? You could have higher production values, and the film generally does look a bit cheap, and it looks a bit rushed in some parts. And some of the information you have to go back and think, right, how does that make sense? I have to go back and think, right, okay, that's fine, right, I got it, I know what the story is, you can figure it out that way. And some of the information just goes right past your head, you sometimes miss it. But in general, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was downright hilarious. I thought it was clever at the same time, and to mix those two things, which really only the Coen brothers have been able to do. I speak highly of the Coen brothers on these reviews, but that's essentially what is a very clever comedy, which is extremely witty, a big love letter to the 70s, and was generally a lot of fun with great performances. I give The Informant a good and great 8 out of 10.